Hello everyone and welcome back to Out of Ore. So I just made a mistake and I recorded an entire episode with my mic on mute. So what I did was I came through over here with the bulldozer and bulldozed a bunch of this out, and then we took the draemite and put it up here to blow out all this stuff so that we can purchase the 695 bagger next when we get done with this next cut, or with the cut we're working on, I mean. Um, Mistakes were made. I've decided I'm going to purchase the 695 bagger. I'm going to wait till I finish this cut. Let me just jump up here if I can. I don't know if I can or not. I haven't tried it recently. Alright, so let me get there. Nope. Alright, we gotta go around real quick. We really won't be able to when we get to 695. It's 8 blocks deep. This is only 5.5 blocks deep. But I'm going to end up bulldozing all this off over here too, and then using draemite to blast the top parts off. But I want to get over here, get this entire cut down here, and then finish bulldozing, because I started over here and I decided that wasn't a good idea because I'm going to have to come back and do it a second time. So then we jumped over here and we bulldozed all this off. As you can see, it's not the greatest, but if you come over here, it's getting a little better. I'm getting some experience with it. All this section up in here in the top part got draemited off, so we're going to go ahead and jump in here and see what we can get finished. You got it set up to work pretty good right here. And all I got to do is pull forward and back up, pull forward and back up. It's every once in a while it bounces, but it's not too bad. As long as I do like half to 3/4 of the blade, not the whole thing, it digs out pretty good without having too many bumps in it. Obviously I have to move back and forth because going straight, it starts bouncing up and down too much. And again, the bumps aren't going to matter that much because when we get the big bagger, we'll probably do like a 7-block trial, I guess, to make the first cut across here, so it'll pick up all that excess that's bumpy and raised up. I think it's 8.5 blocks tall, so I might be able to do 8 blocks anyway. I won't know for sure until I put it down. But the fact that the bagger is 20 blocks wider, that's why I have to bulldoze all this out, because if not, we wouldn't be able to turn it all the way to one side. And I want to be able to use the entire thing instead of doing like 3/4 cuts. So we'll just keep doing this. We'll come back through, we'll draemite the top again. And then I do have some materials that I dug in the bagger off camera, off recording, because I wanted to get a bunch of that copper in from the blasted rock. So we got some of that sitting over in our storage containers. And I'm sure that somebody's already noticed it, but we have some new steel block pillars, I guess, for better way to put it, over where the parking area is at. It's going to be, if you look over there like that. I do have some questions on what people think they would like to see better. We're going to get one more cut here, then I'll go over and look at that. That's the start of the parking structure roof, though. So it's all like a carport kind of thing. Yeah, keep it going smooth. Keep going smooth. Don't jump. There we go. See, not perfect, but I'm doing better. Way better than the butcher job I put on the first corner over there. Now that I got one good smooth cut here, we'll go over there and look at that real quick. And I'm using draemite because I don't want to come back there and bulldoze it again. I mean, I could, but it'd be a lot of work. Let's just go ahead and stop it right. Now let's back it up for this. Alright, so we run over here real quick. Yeah, no, jumping on the conveyor is kind of weird, but As you can see, the pillars are going to be out here, and then we got the staircase coming up, so it's all on the same line. But the part I want to talk about is, let me get you quick. The part I want to talk about is this. Do you think we should have a grid pattern like this? And if you look, this line here goes all the way out to that block there. This line here goes all the way out to that block there. I do have them all lined up if I want to do a grid pattern. And again, this one goes out to that there. So a grid pattern like this, which I think would make more sense, or in fact these are off, I gotta fix those there. Or one like this where it goes one line straight across and then one line straight across the outside, so it just has the outside marked. And which one of these is messed up? Because I saw that it looks different. Let me go up on top of the roof. I'll figure it out from up there. As you can see, this is a different height. I'm trying to see where the mistake's at, because that shouldn't be like that. I'll bet it's right on that section there. But then this came off the same section, so I don't see another one of those. That's weird. It's just that one. But that throws everything else off, so how's it just that one? Alright, someone explain this to me. This is flat. There it is right there. I found it. So I know that this part here is off the floor down there. Oh no, wait a minute. This one. Let me check this real quick, because I don't know if that's going to work or not. Alright. We're going to go and try to go from here and see what happens when we get over here. Alright, now let's jump up there and look. Yeah, that one's down one still. Okay. That's not going to work. Let's try this again now. Put one at the very top now. And we'll go see how that looks now. Because it might be that one section that's causing me problems, because I put in a new section there. Yeah. So this has to all be replaced, because this is the ground level that's going to be out there too. Yeah, because I didn't put that one. No, that one's put in too. Oh man, it's throwing me off, because this has been all put in after, and as you see, they're down in the ground. I mean, these are down in the ground too, so let's just see. I originally was going to put 6. I think I changed it to 7. Or I just did that one wrong. Okay, so yeah, that's smooth there. And that piece I know for sure was there before. So yeah, we're going to have to replace this stuff over here real quick. Well, change your plans on the dozer work, because I want this to look right when I have it working. So yeah, everything from here out's going to have to that sucks. Alright, so jump over here, put that in. That's the right height. And I don't know why those ones aren't lining up. So we'll have to fix that. Just take these out real quick and put them back in. Won't be too difficult. The hard part's going to be out there. Oops, wrong button. Alright, so... and then the rest of that I'll get from over there. This'll work. I just gotta take a minute to fix it. See how it's going up? It's not doing like it's supposed to. I want to get it attached to that one, not that one down there. So let me pop that one out real quick. There we go. And I'll have to put those ones back in later. The ones underneath. Which is kind of weird because that stuff all lined up over here, I thought. And I believe that if I go to this view, that's flush there. That's down a little bit, so I'm gonna have to take out the stuff underneath here too, which means all of this over here is done. Weird. I don't know why, because those are the same height. Why are they not lining up properly? No, right here. There it is. Somehow this got messed up too, so okay. So it's not a full rebuild, just a big chunk. I want to jump down onto this though, not up there. No, down, up. There we go. Alright, so I'll take out this one and this one. Oops, I just took out part of my floor. Alright, put these back in real quick. I need to attach to this though. Same thing attached to that. Looks smooth? Yeah, okay. There we go. Alright, so that's fixed. I'll put this floor back in now. And then, so now that we have that done, these ones on the out won't be too bad to do. We'll just do, I don't know why they came out different though, because it was off the same floor. Kind of weird. So yeah, my idea was to either do a grid pattern like this or do one straight line all the way around with just roof ceilings put in there. But I think doing it this way is going to make it look better and more realistic for a roof than having what is the 2-meter blocks. So you're looking at 60, 120 meters spread. Alright, there we go. So yeah, anyway, that's how it's going to look, I think. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And if so, what should we color this? I mean, should we do it like the green up there? Should we leave these frames red and then put like a green roof on it, or a black roof like we're going to tar it again? I'm going to leave the choice up to you guys. I'm going to get back to dozing here and see how much of this I can get done before we end the episode. Unless I do have some stuff I can go back and look at to self and show you guys we made some money. I already know how much it's going to be because I already sold it once in the previous episode, and then I just reverted the back to autosave so it wasn't sold. But something else, can someone tell me how to change this to a manual? Um, I keep hearing about it, and I went through all of the vehicle controls, gearbox, the Dozer, and I didn't see anything that said like automatic or manual transmission. You know, to click this to make it happen. There's like gearbox stuff, like different gears. You know, raising and lowering your gear with the G and H. Well, H is my horn, so that's not going to work. And there's also one that says like F and V, but again, I could not get it to work. Especially since there's not showing a hydrostatic on this one, so maybe it's a different Dozer. Do they all have it available or only certain ones? Sorry, when it comes to Dozers, I'm a little bit of a noob. As you saw with the previous stuff that I just butchered in the corner back over there. Thanks, Theo, for coming and helping me fix that. I'm by any means perfect at this game, but it's fun. I like to play it, and I'm trying to learn new things as I go. And I can also come through like with a roller or a shovel and flatten it out too, but I just don't think it's going to matter that much, so I wasn't going to worry too much about it. So I'm not doing the last cut coming off this hill. I'm going to start doing cuts back this way. Because it is a pretty steep drop off there. And I'd really not like to just fall off of it. I do love the way the graphics work on this, where they push the dirt and it just kind of slides down the hill. So ultimately, the other side's going to have the same thing happen to it. We do have a couple more cuts to make on that bagger over there to make it work, though. And we're going to come through and blast this off the top and go see what we have to sell. So we have a ton of silicone saved up already, and we have a ton of aluminum, lithium. What we're really lacking is copper, so I'm going to be keeping all the copper and selling all the lithium and aluminum, all that stuff. Because I have like 2 rows in a storage container, of up and down rows of silicone, a full row of lithium, and a full row, almost a full row of lithium, and a full roll of aluminum. Not row, sorry. Again, I already recorded this once and now I'm having to do it again. So, sorry for any mistakes that I make in pronunciations of words. I'm kind of tongue-tied now, getting a little tired. As you can see, it starts to bump when you get full scoops. Like if it just stays overloaded, it wants to dump the dirt and you have to go over the top of it. As soon as it comes off of that, usually it clears right up. Uh-oh. Come on, dig out of it. There we go. So what I would like to do, if I can figure out the whole hydrostatic gearbox manual transmission thing, is keep it in first gear when I'm going forward, so that I don't have it jumping up and down on speed. And then reverse, I don't mind going back fast in reverse. Try to do something like that. Let's go ahead and cut this out a little bit. Keep hitting my blade on it and turning me. Hopefully this cut will smooth it out and I don't have to have a problem anymore. I kind of got turned not sideways, angled a little bit on that one cut, and that's why I kind of dug in over there and making things difficult on me. And just look how it goes, just slides off the end. It's kind of cool looking. And as you can see, it just kind of stays overloaded and just starts bouncing. There's a lot of dirt. They're just trying to push. And for those who haven't played the game yet, the Dozer deletes material too, along with pushing it. So if you just keep pushing, it's going to keep deleting material. You're not going to just keep pushing it into a bigger pile. It will delete some of the material, unfortunately. But it's just part of the way it's set up. So it does push dirt, but it also deletes dirt. So let's get this, we should have enough time to get all this cut done. Keep it as close to 30 minutes as possible. What I should do is I should start draemiting this, so we have this section is like we've dug out under done already. So I'm going to back this thing out. I'm going to turn it off and try to blow some of this stuff up top away. So we're going to switch to this mode, and I'm just going to put a bunch of these things across here real quick. See if we get most of it with the way I'm doing it here. Sometimes I put them way too close together. I should probably be doing this grid, but like every other block. And kaboom. And just like that, we got a big chunk of it done. So we'll run down here, we'll do the same thing again. Put one around the end there. Get her all lined up nice and neat for going. And one more time. So not bad, not bad. We will just move forward this time, and we'll go back to the right this time. somehow we missed this little block right here. So we'll just keep going now. Get all the way out here to the end. And blow up that section. I'm probably using too many, but I'd rather use too many than have to come back through and do it a second time. Yeah, I like it. But in the fact that we're doing this draemite, we won't have enough time to dig all this out, but we'll get a good chunk of it out. It started in the middle for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, can I reach up here? Oh, I can. Sweet. Alright, so let's just go ahead and try not to fall off the end here with our running this way. I may have to come from the top and do a few pieces too. Yeah, that's working. And one right there on the end. Go ahead and put a couple right in here too. And kaboom. Yeah, I like it. Let's try to get a big chunk of this off over here. And see what happens here. I know this is probably way too many, but alright, let's just blow that up and see what happens. That was a pretty good amount. So I kind of know the level I need to go up top now to reach. So we're going to go ahead and jump up here. Because this right here is the top. This is definitely going to have to be done from up here. So let's just go ahead and put a few down here real quick. Can't blow anything up right this second because of the autosave anyway. I watched one guy do prospecting with draemite. It was kind of funny to watch. That's where I learned about the draemite, was from him. Now that one sucks right up in the air. I don't know why. Must have tried to snap to me. Alright, let's see if we can blow the top of this mountain off now. And as you see, all that stuff's falling down there, but it's really not. It's just like disappearing. It just looks like it's falling down. Alright, let's just I did notice though when you do it from the top, it's harder to get like deep. And again, this is probably going to take a couple of times to do this before I get all done. Unless I do it off recording, which maybe I will. We'll see. I'm glad we can't kill ourselves. Maybe I should just put one of those big nukes up here and blow this off. Let's try that real quick. I mean, why not, right? Enjoy the blast. We're going to go free mode though, and we're going to go right to there and then down to about there, I think. Alright, this I'm going to move over here so we can actually, by the way, watch out for the bright light. And now we have a big chunk of that taken out, including where we were already digging down below. So I could do that again and be done with this like really quickly. So I think we're going to purchase a couple more of those. And we're going to put one right up in there. And we're going to go ahead and blow that up now too. And then we're going to put one more right about there. And we'll have just a little bit left to blow up over here. Yeah, so much faster. Let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3 more of those. And that should take care of this over here. And we'll have to put in some draemite up on this, I think. Alright, so that didn't even reach. Alright, so I guess we'll put one of these in then, whatever. Switch back to this. Yeah, so much easier. And then we'll do the last one. Let's go about there, because I don't want to go too deep. I don't mind having to come through here with a little bit of draemite and get this stuff here. This up here is going to be kind of a pain to get to now though. That section right there. So I'm going to come over here like this and see if we can attach to that or not. Let's try snap mode this time. There we go. And we'll get that one and that one. Alright. So now all I'm going to do is bulldoze that off right there, which won't take me too long. I'll blast this off real quick too. Then we'll go check to see what we have from materials that we're going to sell real quick tonight. Dang it. A couple of spots over here. I don't know if one's going to work or not. Nope. Gotta do two. And we'll get this a little bit over here. And we'll be done with explosives for today. Alright, that takes care of all that. So everything over here is done except for this section in the middle. Let's go see what we have to sell. And let me know what you guys think about this grid thing over here, whether I should do a grid pattern or whether I should just do straight outsides with posts going up. Obviously, it's going to be this, like I said, this post here. I can take this one out because this actually needs to be moved over. That's the reason why that block's put in there. But it's going to line up with that. That block's going to line up with that one over there. That block's going to line up with that one over there. And so on and so forth. course, I'll have to come back through and fix all this too. And I have to come back through here and tear out conveyors over, storage over here, because I was told that this one being on pass through and this one being on pass through, that when this one gets filled up, it'll just lose the dirt, so, or materials. Alright, so let's put this up here, this out of the way down here. All this up here is going to get sold. And then we got stack and a half of gold there. We're going to sell silver, we're going to sell aluminum, lithium, and silicone. We're going to keep everything else in there. And we're going to do the same thing here. Take the gold, the silver, aluminum, silicone, and lithium. Keeping all that. So let's see what we got here. Let's go, I don't know, cheapest, probably the silver. No, let's do the, that's 722, now that. Let's just go ahead and sell this real quick. This one's probably, yep, 586. The small thing of silicone's 400. The aluminum's a million. 722 for that. Oddly enough, we ended up exactly with 3 things of gold. Did I not get all of it? It was exactly three stacks. That's crazy. So let's go ahead and sell this too. There's aluminum too, small one. And the lithium. This is the big one. 1.3 million for 7,700, and this is 1.7 million for a full stack. So we made about $10 million off that stuff today. It's like probably like I want to say about 10 meters worth of material, and it was mainly going through the solid rock, blasted rock area. So we have all of that went through. And obviously you see here that, you know, I kind of made little walkways around. I'm going to have to fix this one because that pillar has to come over. But yeah, we went from probably, I want to say, like here, that way. So, I don't know, 10, 12 meters. That's going to do it for this one. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do, click that like button. It really helps out the channel. If you have any tips, tricks, questions, concerns, let me know down in the comments section. And let me also know what you think about this roof idea, whether I should just do one around the outside or a full grid pattern. And then I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you guys have a great day.